Right, folks, here what we've got is the March 2009 calculator portion, which is stage 2, the main questions. Let's get stuck in straight away. I apologise in advance. A lot of my working's already scribbled down on this because I had a bit of a recording issue. Didn't record the sound, and it's left all my answers kind of on annotated onto the exam questions. So we'll just kind of go through things. Find the square of 6. 6 squared is 36. 1b, find the square root of 225. Use your square root button carefully on your calculator for that, and you should be fine. Type that in and then press 225 and then press equals. Next, part C, find the value of 10 to the power of 3. Often there is a button on your calculator that looks like x to the y or y to the x or something like that. Simply typing in 10, then press the button, and 3 will allow your screen to have 10 to the power of 3 on it, which is 1,000. Question 2. There were 34 coins in a bag. We subtract 15, which leaves us with 19. We'll then put 17 back in, which then gives us 36. How many coins are there in the bag? We've done that already. This was for 2 marks. I think that's an easy 2 mark. A very easy way of looking at this is if 15 have gone out and 17 have gone back in, you could simply just add 2 to go from 34 to 36. It's a far easier way of doing it. Okay, question 3. Change 1/4 to a decimal. A couple of ways you can do this on a calculator with any fraction. If you're given like an awkward one, you can simply type in the fraction as a division question, because that's obviously what fractions are. Fractions are division, divisions are fraction. So you could just do 1 divided by 4, and then that would output a decimal answer. You have a button on your calculator that looks like that. It's like an S to D button, S to D, not STD. And it's kind of like standard form to decimal form. You also have a little fractions button on your calculator that if you press that, you can then input the fractions onto your calculator, and then you can output decimals by pressing this button here. It will allow you to see the answer in different formats. Okay, question 3b. Find 10% of £50. Quite simply, I recommend the simplest way of typing it into your calculator is take the amount you're finding the percentage of, in this case 50, and then times it by or multiply it by the percentage. That will instantly output your answer. I like to do it that way around. There are different calculator models that output things in different ways. If you have any model calculator, doing it this way around will guarantee that you don't get into a pickle. Another counter example, if you wanted to find 17% of 50, you just do 50 times 17%, and it will automatically give you 8.5. In this example, it might be prudent to write the amount with decimals in there because obviously you're working with money. Question 4. Here are some words which describe parts of a circle. Okay, 4a. Write down the mathematical name of the straight line shown in this diagram. Use one of the words from the box. So we're after this one here. It's the shortest one here. It goes from the centre to anywhere on the outside edge, and this one is called the radius. The diameter is the one that goes all the way across, as indicated on this diagram. Question 4b. Write down the mathematical name of the straight line shown in this diagram. Now, as you can see, a lot of people have this as a bit of a turn of phrase. When someone just goes off on one and starts talking about something totally different, they often use that as going off on a tangent. And then you can see this line that's kind of going away from the rest of the shape. And that's kind of a nice little neat way of remembering it. This is the radius here, and it goes at right angles to the radius. The other words there, sector and segment, they're kind of like portions of the shape. We've gone through diameter, we've gone through radius. A chord is this line here that connects any 2 points on the circumference. Tangent we've gone through. Sector of a circle is what I call a pizza slice. Throw on some bits of cheese on there. And a segment would be the area defined by the chord. So you can kind of see how that is connected to that.